Welcome back, everyone. Today, we've got a really fun explainer for you. We're looking at the wildly popular animated series Supa Strikas. Now, fun fact, this is actually one of the most widely distributed animated shows in the entire world. But, beyond all the flashy animation and those absolutely wild goals, we're going to be breaking down the architecture of true sportsmanship that's hiding right there in plain sight. Okay, let's dive into this. So, right off the bat, we gotta ask, does Supa Strikas actually have sportsmanship? I mean, when you watch a super high-energy show that's entirely focused on professional football, you might be wondering if the core values get completely lost in all that spectacle. But I can enthusiastically confirm that the answer is an absolute yes. Sportsmanship isn't just some afterthought here, it is literally the beating heart of the whole series.
Look, there's this massive myth out there in the sports world that football is entirely about winning matches at all costs. Just win, right? But Supa Strikas really emphasizes that sure, raw talent might get you on the pitch, but true success, that comes from attitude, discipline, and commitment. It's way more about playing fairly, striving to improve every single day, and learning from your mistakes, rather than just obsessing over who gets to lift the trophy at the end of the day.
Section 1. The 4 key fundamentals. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the team's incredible success isn't just random magic. It's structurally built on a highly organized 4-part foundation. Let's break those down.
The very first essential building block is skills. This is where the whole journey begins. Because before you can conquer the world as a cohesive team, players have to put in those lonely, grueling hours to relentlessly improve their own individual talent and master the ball. Think about Shakes constantly refining his signature moves, or El Matador making sure his bicycle kicks look, flawlessly photogenic.
But here's the thing. Having incredible, raw skills just isn't enough on its own, which naturally brings us to strategy. Individual skills directly lead into the absolute necessity of making smart tactical decisions on the pitch. You have to know exactly when and how to use that ability to outsmart rival teams, which obviously relies heavily on the coach's tactical genius. It's basically the brain working in perfect harmony with the body.
And of course, even the most brilliant strategy relies entirely on teamwork. You literally cannot execute a tactical masterclass without trusting your teammates and respecting your opponents to act as a single unit. We actually see the characters constantly struggle with this before they finally click. Every single player on that pitch, led by a captain like Dancing Rasta, has to put the needs of the squad way above their own desire for personal glory.
Finally, we reach the engine that drives the whole shebang: training. All of those previous elements we talked about are fueled by rigorous, daily training. Usually inside the Strikas' incredibly high-tech, practically science fiction training facilities. This is what develops the vital physical fitness, the precise technique, and that rock-solid consistency you absolutely need to perform at the highest level, match after grueling match. And this brilliantly illustrates how skills, strategy, teamwork, and training visually and structurally support the core message of sportsmanship. They don't just exist in isolation. Together, they form this beautiful, holistic system where every single piece relies on the others. This right here is what true sportsmanship really looks like.
Section 2. The ultimate goal. Moving to the absolute apex of our pyramid here, these combined traits create a holistic message that goes far, far beyond just a football pitch.
Let's move to and see how this builds into what is actually required to become a truly great team according to the series. It takes walking these 4 steps. First up, continuous learning, having the humility to know you can always get better. Second, maintaining a deep respect for the game itself. Third, an unwavering dedication to your training regimen. And fourth, absolute cooperation with your teammates. Like I said, this isn't just how you win a match, this is how you build a legacy.
So what does this all mean for us? That brings us to our final thought for this explainer. The Supa Strikas formula isn't just for animated characters on a screen. How will you apply this dedication and cooperation to your own team? Whether your team is a group project at school, your colleagues at the office, or just your friends on a local sports field, how can you use these exact same principles to elevate everyone around you? Take a moment to really think about that and keep it in mind as you tackle your next big challenge. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep learning.